Hello students, uh, this is Satish Kumar. In this video lecture, we are going to see the fourth type of charge distribution, which is volume charge distribution. Okay, so let's see first how we distribute charge in this volume charge distribution. Let us take some cube or any other surface which is we can say closed. Now if you observe, this is called front face. Okay, this is basically a surface, and this is right surface, and this is left surface, and this is back surface, right? So close all these like a box, and the top is open. Okay, let us take or consider the top is open. Now if you place some charges, if you pour, we can say, if you pour some charges into this volume, the charges, let's say, will be floating like this. Don't take the charges and place it on any surface. Just place the charges which will be simply in air itself in this particular box. Such kind of charge distribution, we call it as volume charge distribution. And consider the total charge which is present in that is plus q, because the charge is positive charge, and the total volume which is v is the volume of the this particular box. Now for this also we have a charge density which we call it as a volume charge density. Rho v is called volume charge density, and let us try to define this volume charge density for uniform charge distribution. So for uniform charge distribution, the charge is uniformly distributed. That means in every 1 meter cube volume, the charge will be same. And that is defined as the ratio of total charge in that box by total volume. And then let us denote this by the charge is plus q here and volume is v. So this rho v will also become positive v, and the charge unit is coulomb and volume unit is meter cube. So if you want to find out the total charge in this uniform charge distribution, simply multiply rho v with the total volume. So this is how you will be getting the total charge. Here also rho v equal to, you can take something like some 10 nano coulomb per meter cube. This indicates in every 1 meter cube there is a charge of 10 nano coulomb. And if suppose the total volume of this particular room is or box is, let's say 10 meter cube, then simply this 10 nano coulomb per meter cube into 10 meter cube will be 100 nano coulomb. So this is what is indicating that if the volume charge density is a constant, then that particular charge distribution is called uniform charge distribution. If the volume charge distribution is in terms of xyz or rho phi z or r theta phi, then we can call that type of charge distribution is non-uniform charge distribution. Let us also define the same expression for volume charge density for non-uniform charge distribution. Here rho v is defined as differential charge to the differential volume. differential volume. And this is indicated as dq, and differential volume is with dv. Units will be same, coulomb per meter cube, and rho v is equal to dq by dv. And from this, if you want the total charge, dq is equal to rho v dv, but that is the differential charge. Because you have dv, which is differential volume here, you have to go for volume integration on both sides, and that volume integration is the triple integration. That is, triple integral of dq will be equal to triple integral of rho v dv. Therefore, from this triple integral of dq, you will be getting as q is equal to volume integral or triple integral of rho v dv. This is the expression for the charge when non-uniform charge distribution is given. That is, rho v equal to something like 2xyz, some nano coulomb per meter cube, and he will give you the x dimensions, let's say from -1 less than 1 or less than or equal to 1. Similarly, -1 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 1, -1 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 1. You just need to find out the total charge by taking the volume integration. X is from -1 to 1, y is also from -1 to 1, z is also from -1 to 1, and this is 2xyz, and dv in rectangular coordinate system is equivalent to dx dy dz, and split this and try to solve, you will get q value. This is how you have to do problems when this particular expression will be used. Right now, there is another important thing that we have to find out in this volume charge distribution, that is electric field intensity at a point due to volume charge or volume charge distribution. Let us go for the same diagram. And this is closed, and this is closed, and this is closed, and this is closed. The top is only open, and the charges here will be distributed. Charges are in air. No charge will be on the surface. If the charges will go and occupy the surface, we call that is surface charge distribution. Here, the charges are not on the surface, charges are in air itself. This is the total charge, and the volume of this is, let's say, V. Now there is a huge amount of electric field around this particular volume charge. Now, this is the point where you want to find out the electric field intensity, which is obviously differential electric field intensity. So, if this charge is the total charge, then what you have to do is you have to take a small differential volume inside this volume. Inside volume V, you have to take a small differential volume. You again draw a small cubical box. This is a very small, in this there may be one or two charges which are present, and you call that is a differential volume. And the charges which are present inside this may be one or two charges, and you call that is dq. Then dq here is a point charge, which is a very small charge. And due to that point charge, I will be calculating the electric field intensity here. Let us call this distance is r, and because of that differential charge or point charge, as I will be calculating differential electric field intensity, unit vector will be in the direction of that. Now we have already got a formula that dE, which is the differential electric field intensity, is equal to dQ, which is the point charge, by 4 pi epsilon r square AR vector. Now dQ is equal to, we know very well that this is rho v dV. I'll be substituting that dE will be equal to rho v dV by 4 pi epsilon r square AR vector. If you want this total electric field intensity as dV is there, you should take volume integration on both sides. That is volume integral of rho v dV by 4 pi epsilon r square AR vector. Now we'll be getting the final expression as E is equal to volume integral, which is a triple integral rho v dV by 4 pi epsilon r square AR vector volt per meter. Okay, here dV will be expressed in various coordinate systems as dx dV equal to dx dy dz, which is in rectangular coordinate system. Rectangular coordinate system. dV is equal to rho d rho d phi dz, which is in cylindrical coordinate system, and dV in spherical coordinate system as r square sine theta dr d theta d phi. And this is the expression in spherical coordinate system. So when rho v is given and dV, you have to identify that rho v is given in which coordinate system, and you have to select that particular dV here, and the limits of x, y, z will be given. Otherwise, you have to take the universal limits. X, y, z will be from minus infinite to infinite, and rho limits are always from 0 to infinite, which is in cylindrical coordinate system. Phi limit is always from 0 to 2 pi, and z limit will be given to you, okay? Or else you have to take it from minus infinite to infinite. And r limit is again from 0 to infinite in spherical coordinate system. Theta limit is from 0 to pi, and phi limit is from 0 to 2 pi. This is what you have to use to solve the problems and to find out the electric field intensity. And that's the end of different types of charge distribution. And in the next classes, we are going to see E due to infinite line charge distribution and E due to infinite, this is line, and this is sheet. These are the two very important expressions in electrostatics, and we'll be getting too many problems on these two expressions. Thank you very much. If you like my videos, once again, I'm requesting, please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.